Yo, welcome to Sports and Street Talk.
Welcome.
Season 2.
Wow.
Season 2.
Wow.
We back.
Man, Season 2, Episode 8. This episode, we talking money talks, man. Go ahead and
Got to talk about it.
What's up?
introduce yourselves,
What's
man.
going on, people? What's happening? I'm Rob Gordon, one of the co-hosts here.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your man, Rock Jones.
Yeah, and, today we really going to get into what we talk, money talks. You know what I'm saying? Money talks. Like, what is, money talks, and how can it, relate to, the life itself, the world, sports, business. Like, it's a lot of sway behind that word, money talks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you always got to be, elevating to your next level of money. No matter what, whether it's business or whatever you got going on, you got to always be closing the gap between you and the next car. When you think of life, you want to think of it as you being in the most exquisite car that you driving.
Right.
And you want to think about what's in front of you, not what's behind you. The smallest things in the car is the rear view mirrors. It basically shows you what you've overcome and what you passed. But the biggest thing in the car is what's in front of you, that windshield. So you have to focus on going to get it, closing the gap to success, climbing up the ladder, and that's where your money come in at. What y'all think?
Man, what you think about that, Rob?
Money talks. I think when you talk about money talks and you're talking about athletic sports and all these different things, it's compartmentalizing the different things, right? So in sports, it's your contract. It's tied to that. In entertainment, it's tied to, a show or some type of production. In business, it's tied to that business deal. When you talk about money talks, I think each aspect of entertainment or ball or business, it's all in what a check is. Who got your money? You know what I mean? And I think that you got to find out where that is and go get the bag. Regardless of who's in the way, how it's in the way, or how it's presented. Like, the only way that you're going to get to that bag is to really put yourself in position to get the bag and do away with the distractions, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that frame of mind, for frame of thinking, of putting yourself in the opportunity where the opportunity presents itself and capitalizing on it in a way where it's refreshing.
Gotcha.
I like that. I think about it when money talks, man. It does, but like, you got to understand the power behind it, and what kind of avenues it can create in a positive way and a negative way. When I think about it, it can go two different ways, because business is business, and sometimes people don't hold to the end of their bargain.
No, let's talk.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have money talks. People say they doing a lot of different things, and they can come with you with this, and we got a business proposal, and 9 times or 8 times or 7 times, and most likely the things that they say to you really necessarily doesn't really happen. You know what I'm saying? In a way where, okay, we talking because we got business involved, is money talking, but does the results of that become always a positive thing? You got to look at it from both sides of the spectrum. It's a 50-50 path on that.
Man, I think what happens, my bad to cut you off, Rocco, but I think what happens, to piggyback what you're saying, is a lot of people say that they can do certain things or they present themselves a certain way in business. And then when they are in the position to actually act or be in that position to do what they said that they're going to do, they fold. Because a lot of people are perpetrating on a skill set that they actually have when they really don't have that skill set. So what I say is, when it comes to money talks and you really want to secure the bag, be and have the skill set that you say that you actually have. Because that's going to put you in an opportunity zone. And if you're in that opportunity zone, you're going to strike the bag every time. But when you put yourself in a position where you can't perform, and I've been in that position. We've all been in the position
Yes,
where
sir.
you pump fake. And you know what I'm saying? You pump fake and you be like, oh, I can do that.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
you get to the bag and you can't secure the bag because you pump fake and it wasn't your bag to get. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you in a position where you basically put yourself in somebody else's bag shoes, and now you can't secure that bag because you ain't even ready to secure that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not qualified for that bag. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when it comes to securing the bag and talking about the bag, I think you gotta You actually have to have the skill set in order to secure the bag that you're going after.
Oh, no question. No question.
What you got? What you got, Rocco?
I think it's all about mind state. You feel me? Like, when it come down to your mind state, think about your highest levels of mind state. What is it? Peace, joy, love, compassion, gratitude. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have those things in order, you can't talk about money. You can't talk about success. You can't talk about, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. If you hang around nothing but billionaires, you gonna be a billionaire. You hang around nothing but millionaires, you gonna be a millionaire. You hang around losers, you gonna be a loser. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? When the opportunity presents, what do we always say? Success is when opportunity meets preparation. Absolutely. If you don't have those essentials, you're gonna be in the same circle of people. You ain't gonna find nobody who's gonna wanna, hold your hand and go with you, because they see the circle of people you're around.
Right.
You know.
Right.
We got to change our environments to change our direction in our lives, y'all. That's just what it is.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and don't be so naive not to, look at, what can become behind what you're getting yourself into too as well. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
Let's, you got to be prepared at all angles. You know what I'm saying? There's always the good side of things and jumping into things, and there's always the bad side of jumping into things. And the best thing to do is be open-minded, stay positive, but be aware of those flags that do come up, and make sure that you are aware of it. At least that you're aware of it, and let's see if it can be consistent enough where it be like, okay, can we keep it going? Can we keep this going? Can we have this business relationship going? Because at the end of the day, you came at me with money talks.
Right.
Right.
At the end of the day, so
no one
money
is,
talks.
Yeah,
so
no
let,
one
let's
is
see
worth.
you talk.
No one
Let's
is
see
worth
you,
rolling the dice.
Deliverables. You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Yeah, you came to me with this, so let's see if this works.
I think both of y'all made valuable points. I think the point about mindset is extremely important, and I think that also the valid point that you just made is deliverables. You know what I'm saying? So I think both of those are key to coming to a bag securing situation. Because first of all, you could secure the bag, right? And if you don't have the necessary mindset to make the bag grow, or to evolve the bag, or to invest the bag,
Absolutely.
or to put the bag in the right
Absolutely.
position, you're going to lose the bag every time. It's called a poor man's mindset. If you got a poor man's mindset and you get rich, you still going to do poor man's shit.
Absolutely.
You know
No
what I'm
question.
saying? And then if you in that same position, you get the bag, you got a poor man's mindset, you fuck the bag up, or the person who promised you the bag is not giving you the deliverables, you're not going to secure the bag. So where's the money at?
No way.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to retain the bag.
Right.
It's not just about getting the bag, but it's about keeping the bag. For me, I don't know. And then making the bag grow. Like, if a nigga give you a deal and you put 100,000, all right, what you gonna do with the 100 grand?
Right.
Because if you got 100 grand and you don't know what's the next play,
Yeah. Then what you doing?
what you doing? You gonna still try to live the same lifestyle that you was doing here and there.
And
That 100 gonna be gone in 2 weeks, a month. It's gone.
But the goal is to find somebody else with 100 grand and find out what they doing with their money.
And then what? Put it together.
And put it together.
But if you got 100 and he got 100 and both y'all some dumbasses, then what? You know what I'm saying? If don't nobody got the mindset, somebody got to have the play.
You got to surround yourself around people that
That's
are
a fact.
going either where you're at, where you're trying to go, or it's already there. You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? And that's just what it is. You just got to have it.
And money talks come around, good times, that come around bad times, that come around desperate times.
For
And
sure.
You gotta understand and look through the barrel of the conversation, the barrel of the situation, and assess it to the point and see if it can fall through. But you always gotta be aware of the situation. I woke up this morning and, I turn on ESPN and I see a headline saying Scottie Pippen, is mad about Michael Jordan because he felt The Last Dance used him as a negative prop.
You didn't.
You know,
You didn't see Go Braves this morning, bro.
Look,
Man, put that away.
You didn't see Go Braves.
look. I'm trying to finish this. I'm trying to finish the
Put
story.
that away, man.
I'm
My
trying to
bad.
finish the story. You talking about the Braves? I'm talking about a real situation where Scotty's mad because he signed a 5-year, $18 million deal, and nobody told him to sign that deal. You know what I mean? He
ain't
felt
on-
like he
that-
was underpaid. You
That
know
ain't
what I'm
on
saying?
Mike.
That
That's
ain't on
your,
Mike.
That's on your representation.
But guess what? 5-year, $18 million. Why'd you take that? That money talks. You was thinking about your grandma. You was thinking about your family, the house that you can provide for them. 5-year, $18 million. That is nothing, you know, compared to the NBA at that time.
I mean,
not a bad deal though.
Right.
But money talks.
No, it's all about what you do with that money. When that money get to talking, and you get that money in your possession, what do you do with the money?
I think that's
You know what
the
I'm
key.
saying?
Like a lot of guys. I mean, it's not even just guys in the NBA or athletics. I think that's just black people in general. We gotta educate ourselves on financial literacy. I think that's the most important thing.
No question.
I'ma definitely shout out my boy right now. Shout out to him 500. Shout out to Marcus because he's out here one of the guys who's teaching financial literacy and actually giving us the education that we need to propel and go to the next level. I mean, because it's so entangled into all of the things. Like, what is financial literacy? It's credit. It's stocks. It's bonds. It's options. It's different types of investments. Real estate, which is my favorite. I mean, there's so many different things and avenues that you can get into. Churro, Airbnb. It's so many different things that you can get into, and a lot of times we see the money, or these athletes see the bread, but they not thinking about, okay, 18 million really should turn into 100 million if you make the right investment.
Absolutely.
You got the right team around you. But a lot of times they you know this, they trust a person to invest their money, and half the money they gonna steal for themselves, invest it in what they want to invest it in, and now you find yourself in a position where you messed up 10 years, 12 years down the line.
Absolutely.
And then you done tricked off a bag on your girl,
Yep.
your baby mama, or whoever.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And now you in a position where you don't got no bread. Now you looking like, damn, where did my 18 go? Well, you drunk up 2 million in the club, and then another, 4 or 5 million, you done fucked off.
That go to what we always talk about, Rob G. We got to keep creating better versions of ourselves.
That's correct.
At all times.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be complacent or just, okay, I made the bag, so let me just sit and spend it. Nah, you got to figure out how to quadruple that bag, how to make that bag turn into, a bag for everybody. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? It ain't all about what you make. It ain't all about, success don't happen by accident. It happens by design.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you always got to be creating your best effort. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Always got to be evaluating where you are financially.
I think
and how to get better.
I think honestly, bro, it got to be broken down into these 3 categories. And this is something that I created. Well, not necessarily created. I mean, there's other people that live by this. But you got to have daily money, weekly money, and monthly money. Earned and passive. So
For
when
sure.
you break it down into those 3 categories, daily, weekly, and monthly income, you're going to always be good. And it's got to be passive.
It's got to be
and
passive.
earned income.
No
So
question.
earned income is going to hoop. You earning that money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You balling out. You earning that bread every day.
sir.
You put it on the floor, on the court, wherever you at. You earning that bread. But as fast and as hard as you working for that money, you need to have some other money working for you.
No
You got to
question.
use that money like it's soldiers. Put that shit in the street and let it work. You know what I mean? Like, you came from the
Preach,
street game.
Pastor.
It's just like,
Preach.
bro, like you got to make that money work, dog.
Yeah.
You gotta make that money hit the block. Just how as fast as you put it out there, you gotta make it go to work. And if it ain't going to work for you, then you just gonna always work for it, and you gonna always chase that carrot. So daily, weekly, and monthly money, man, you gonna always be good.
Indeed. So what y'all think about this? Like the difference between working a 9 to 5 and owning your own business and being an entrepreneur. How you raising your children?
Well, it's a gift and curse on both of that. 9 to 5, you stuck in a place where you got to be there from 9 to 5. Whether it is you got obligations from 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
I was listening to something what Floyd was talking about. You really only have 4 hours to yourself a day. 2 hours before you gotta get up in the morning, maybe an hour, maybe at lunch, and then after 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 2 hours after that before you get your good rest and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
at 9 to 5, you really if you got one and you're still an entrepreneur after that, God bless you. But 9 to 5, you're pretty much stuck, especially at an office job. You're not really, looking at other things, researching. You're so focused and
focus on making somebody else some money. Yeah.
Somebody else some money and keeping your job and,
for sure.
And staying late after work
Right.
and doing the extra things when you can actually be, do a good job from 9 to 5. Get out after 5. Go find something else or create that 2-3 hours that you can for your business that you trying to do on the side, because everybody else is trying to do something that they trying to do positively wise. So why not elevate yourself in a way where you're challenging yourself daily, where you got to get the job done and you got to come with your A game? Because if you don't come with your A game, the average man is not going to supply and be productive after he gets his first agenda done for the day. The second man, is gonna, get that done, then get the next one done, and keep the next one going. That's what the productive dudes do out here, man.
You know what I think it has to deal with is there's one of the biggest myths ever is you can't teach the old dog new tricks. And I think it deals with neurogenesis. Y'all know what that means?
Break it down.
Right, so neurogenesis is new brain cells, new growth. You know what I'm saying? We can always develop that by strengthening what? The muscle.
The mindset.
Right?
You got to read, learn.
Absolutely.
It's a muscle. You got to make it grow.
We got to constantly feed ourselves and understand it. You know why kids are the best learners?
Because they're a sponge. They young brains. They can take in everything.
Exactly.
Right.
That neurogenesis. It's brand new. You know what I'm saying? They can take everything in. So we have to constantly work out. What happens when you work out, Rob G?
You build that muscle up.
Not
you
just
stronger.
that muscle.
Get stronger.
Everything, right?
Yeah.
Get way stronger mentally.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to constantly be creating, feeding our brains all these different type of things, man, and constantly be recreating ourselves for that success.
So what I think, because your original question was, what is better, or what you teaching your kids, whether it's a 9 to 5 or entrepreneurship? I'll say this: both of those are good. You know what I mean? It's just all in which one you actually choose to kind of provide for your family with. Because if you got a 9 to 5, that's a consistent check, right? You in a spot for, like Josh said, you in a spot for a certain amount of time, but it's a consistent check, and consistency is key.
Oh, no
you
question.
know what I'm saying? And in entrepreneurship, it's stability. And in entrepreneurship, there's really no stability. You kind of almost have to create stability, right? So, that's one life. You might choose the stability life from the 9 to 5, but the entrepreneurship life is there's no ceiling, there's no cap to the money.
Right.
You can consistently earn, but you earn what you kill. So, it's just all in what type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? For me, I guess, like some people are a type of person where they want consistency. They need something that can be dependable or whatever the case may be.
Right.
I'm a eat what you kill kind of person.
Right.
So I'm going to show my son, yo, homeboy, like this is what we doing from early on. My son 4, you know what I'm saying? We selling candy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he understand the hustle. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so you telling me, Daddy, if I go sell 4 of these pieces of candy, I can make $1? Absolutely, son. Sell each one of those for $0.25 a piece, you can make $1. Okay, Daddy, so if I got $1, if I want to go buy this toy, all right, well, you got $1, so you gonna spend your money. You ain't gonna spend Daddy money. And when you want some more money to go buy the next toy or the next piece of candy, you got to go back to work, son.
Yes, sir.
And sell that next piece of candy. So it's like, that's what I'm teaching my son, because at the end of the day, you can get up and go make the money that you need to provide for whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You're not waiting on somebody. And that, for me, has always been my thing. Dog, I'm a terrible employee. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I got fired from every fucking job I had. These niggas fired me. The last job I had, I got fired for stealing time. How you get fired for trying to be somewhere on time? I don't understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, I'm like, dog, I got to teach my youngin', like, you don't need somebody,
hold on.
You know what I'm saying, to provide and feed you, my guy. It's so many different ways to do it.
Do you think
I got fired for stealing time? I ain't never heard no shit like that. Y'all gonna fire me for trying to be in this motherfucker? This shit's stupid.
Do you think in order to get that core value, they need to have a 9 to 5 first?
Yes, I think, yes, a 9 to 5 teaches you certain things. It teaches you how to be accountable, how to be somewhere on time, how to hold a certain position in the job, and
how business ops work.
and have business observations. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that people should get a job. Don't get me twisted. Like, you need a job to understand the general makeup of it. But when you're at your 9 to 5, look at all the dynamics that make up this 9 to 5. If you hate the job that much, okay, well, put yourself in the boss's shoes and say, okay, well, how did this boss create this? This person's not better than me.
Right.
He's not smarter than me. So how can I take this same thing that he created and recreate it? Okay,
Absolutely.
what do I need? And start looking around. Look around your fucking job that you hate. If you hate your fucking job, look around your goddamn job and recreate this motherfucker in your mind.
Absolutely.
And write it down. The manager that you hate so bad. That's a job title. That's somebody that is a peon in the grand scheme of things, but they're needed to manage the workers. So, okay, the building, that's a cost.
Right.
Whatever's in that building, you know what I'm saying? That's a cost. The lights, the water, that's a cost. So are you willing to foot the bill, but learn the structure of what that business is? And you could take that and recreate it on a micro scale, on a macro scale.
Absolutely, y'all.
You know what I mean?
And that's the main thing. When you dream big and you have big visions, it becomes reality.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? When
Fact.
you speak, that it's a real thing. When your grandma told you, speak things into existence.
Nigga.
Man.
That's reality.
Man,
that
sure
it-
is.
It's not even a game. It's not, oh, I don't know about my religion. No. If you think it and you speak it, it for real.
That's
Yeah.
That's
offended.
just what it is.
You gotta speak
You
into
know?
existence and that belief,
You
man. It
ain't never gonna
manifests
be a king if you
then-
don't speak king.
And then it goes
Y'all speak king
All the time.
all the time.
all the time.
I know we speak king when we talk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always.
Absolutely.
You know.
It's something to behold when you think about the things that come out your mouth and things that you put in your thoughts and
Hell yeah, nigga.
think into existence and you speak it into existence and it happens. That's how you know it's coming from the up.
Y'all realize we talk.
That's-
y'all
y'all know
realize
that
we
it's coming
talk.
from up top.
We talk money all the time, don't we?
Yeah, we do, and we talk
Business.
in ways and how we can it can multiply and help others too.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Because a lot of people, get the bread or get the bag, and they start being selfish and greedy with it, and let it destroy them. You can see the deteriorate right in front of them.
And what grandma tell you, that bag got a hole in you. You got a hole in that bag.
Yeah.
When you
get poked.
when you act like that, you got a hole in your pocket, man.
For sure.
That thing go as quick as it can.
Yeah.
Man.
You know.
Yeah. So the Atlanta Braves, huh?
Man, hell, motherfucker. I'm sorry, y'all. Hell yeah. Let's go Braves.
We're gonna let you hold that one.
No, because it's for the city, man.
That's for the city, huh?
We here.
A-Town
You
in the
know.
building.
A-Town, stay down. Okay.
A-Town in the building.
Hey, Falcons.
Shout out to the A
Hey,
too,
Falcons. Hey, y'all get y'all shit together, man. I ain't even I'm not gonna hold back. Don't censor me or nothing. Y'all get y'all shit together.
Nah, they definitely need to get that
No,
shit.
for real.
They always been
Hawks
the pretenders,
too.
though.
Hawks too. Y'all are starting to have the same culture. We came through though. Go Braves.
It's a lot of birds down there.
Go Braves.
They the pretenders every year, man. The Falcons pretenders. The Braves
Man,
came
get
through
the hell
for
outta
you.
here.
Yes, sir.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Right. So we talk money talk. We drop some gems on this thing.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk money talk amongst ourselves. Just kind of, let's just get into some business stuff. Like what y'all working on, like money talk.
Well, I definitely let me go ahead and start this.
Come on, man.
I got Rocks Crops coming out. I got my
Okay.
own soil line coming out. Y'all look out for that. I definitely got Rockin' the Streets where I'm pulling up on different people like Snoots,
Yeah, it is.
getting everybody a chance to promote who they are, where they from, where they going, and what they do. Y'all check me out. Rockin' the
Love
Streets.
it.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, man.
Rockin'
I
the
love
streets.
it.
What you got, P?
I'm up next, man. Always been in, training these young quarterbacks, man. I got my ball no other option quarterback training.
You love it.
That's gonna be starting in 2022.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have a whole bunch of high school cats and cats that's coming up in the game
Ooh.
and
Yes,
get
sir.
into this QB training that I like to deliver. You can check that out on the Roku and Vuzzle app as well. But
fire.
man, it's gonna be coming, man. It's something to behold, and I think about opening up in a facility one day for these cats, man, out here in the city of Los Angeles, man. Where I grew up at. It's just something that's always been on my heart, and it's something I always wanted to deliver. So I'm thinking about opening up a training facility for these cats, man, because there's a lot of great young athletes out here, and they get away by playing sports. You know what I'm
That's
saying? That's
big,
how
bro.
I got away. and and I can relate to that. So I want to give some resources back to the community that I feel that can be valuable to them and they asset growing up, man.
Hey, shout out that young boy, man. That one you had out there, bro.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. Courtney Davis, man. He's 6'6", sophomore. I got another guy, Tyler Randerfield, out in Woodland Hills, Virginia. They both 6'6", actually, 250, 230, man. These cats, big boys.
Yes, sir.
Slanging that thing,
slanging
too.
It. Slanging
Them boys look good out there.
You, Rod, what you got going, man? You coming up in here look like you about to go on set to the movie
All
and stuff,
right,
man. Look like they about to go on Warner Bros over here.
Hey, but so I got a couple projects that I'm working on, man. I'm writing a Super Bowl roast right now.
Oh, congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you. I got this show that I'm producing my own. It's called They Funny. It's gonna be a stand-up comedy show. I'm co-producing that with Universal.
Ooh.
I got a show with Vernon, man. Got picked up for 6 episodes.
Oh yeah, shouts out to Vernon Davis, man. Our very first guest on the show. Shouts out.
And one of my movies just got funded. I'm not gonna say for how much, but. Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about that one offline, yeah. But yeah, man, it's a lot of business moves happening.
First and foremost, man, let's clap it up for all of us, bro.
Yeah,
for real.
For sure.
We all doing big things. We all.
Oh, we forgot one thing.
What we forget, bro?
We on Roku now.
Oh yeah. And
Hulu got sports, nigga. And Street Talk.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
That way, y'all.
Yeah, man, check us out.
Yeah, we definitely check us out, man. We all doing big things, man.
Yes, sir.
It's growing season every season.
Apple, Spotify, YouTube,
Talk
Pandora, iHeartRadio.
Talk it.
Man, go check it out. 44 countries, 372 cities, and it's growing. I appreciate the love and support. Check us out on www.snstalk.net for all the latest episodes. Check us out season 1 and season 2.
Mm-hmm.
We got the apparel coming soon, waiting on my man D Jones to deliver. And then you know what I'm saying.
How we in the print shop and he ain't printed our shit?
Shouts out D Jones, baby.
But it's coming. It's coming because my guy come through with the swaggy clothing. You feel me? He always come through, and he always show love, and that's what it's about. Mm-hmm. But stay tuned. Peace and love.
Peace and love, y'all.
We on Roku now. We on Roku.
Shout out to the network. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.